Hello, what up? What's going on? My name's Otero, and I'm here with
Terry Newman.
yes, Newman. All right, what are we playing today?
Fucking playing the greatest Resident Evil ever.
Yes, we are. Okay, so why don't you tell people, like right from the start, why is this the greatest Resident Evil ever?
Because it stripped away the dumb survival bullshit and was like an awesome action horror game.
Okay.
No, it's maybe just because I'm not big into like slow survival horror kind of stuff, and this one just kind of revamped a whole lot of stuff that annoyed me about earlier RE games. It was just about stress and craziness and amazing action rather than like scrounging for bullets and like running away from shit constantly.
Okay, and this big change in the series was brought to you by Shinji Mikami, right? Who directed Resident Evil 4, and who was behind the first game of Resident Evil. So it's kind of interesting to have him redefine.
Hey, look, he helped the dog. He'll help you out later.
Yeah. There were little secrets like that where, like, if you help the dog out, it would come out and help you later in the game. Or there were a lot of interesting ways to die. Even the aim mechanic. And granted, this game was eventually ported to Wii, and this was one of the things that the Wii version was missing. But if you notice, like, Leon's hands like don't really stay still. So if you're aiming at something over long distances, you have to kind of take that into account. I want to make sure I don't get caught in.
And yes, Dominic Rupert, we did fulfill your request. We saved the dog.
Yeah. And, you know, background history. I mean, this game came out in 2005 from Capcom Production Studio number 4. Back when they used to do that, right? They used to have numbers for every studio.
Yep. Like, I think Studio 2 tended to do Onimusha and some other franchise, and 4 was under, like, Mikami's watch when he was making, like, the Capcom 5 or whatever he called it at the time. But, yeah.
And, you know, do not adjust your sets. We are playing the HD version, which came out over the summer, I believe, that Bob Mackey, Retronauts Bob Mackey, reviewed for us. So, I mean, it looks great.
Another thing is, it upended expectations of, like, zombie games because these dudes are, like, speaking English. Well, they're speaking
Spanish, yeah.
They're
communicating, yeah. And they communicate with each other a lot.
They use weapons, and at a later time, as you develop, you like can't use headshots on them as much because of the way the Las Plagas works, and it just did a lot of like tweaks to enemies, which was around the time I think 28 Days Later had come out and also had upended the kind of zombie genre as a whole.
Yeah, no.
So it's kind of like the way that movie kind of upended and kind of revived and revamped zombies for movies. Like this kind of did the same thing for video games.
Yeah. No, and by the time Resident Evil 4 came out, if anything, zombies were getting a little tired in Resident Evil in general, or at least the whole bio creation thing, or the bio creatures thing.
Like yelling at you.
Yeah, no, and they're saying like, "Hey, let's go tell everyone else," you know, things like that. Which is funny because we were talking about this the other day. But if you knew the Spanish language, I kept wondering if it was awkward to kind of hear these. You know, whoa, no, oh, back up. There we go. All right, got him. That was close. And you can shoot him in the limbs. You can shoot him in the hand. He'll drop a weapon. So like all of that stuff became really tactical. It almost felt like every space in the game where you encounter a lot of enemies, you have to have a plan. And we're about to go to the first really big challenge.
Yeah,
and this game does not play because it starts off like with, you end up in this village and everyone's out to get you.
Yeah, asked me earlier like what use I would have found for the knife, and I would say what you just did then when you're getting rid of that one guy in the shack, I would use a knife instead to conserve my bullets.
Oh, okay.
I would have stabbed him to get him weak and then get him down the knee, and then I would hit the knee and like, you know, do the kick attack and stuff like that.
Sure. But see, I never use the knife that often in any Resident Evil game outside of the first one. Okay, let's look ahead.
Yeah, the knife is more in this one for me more of a like bullet preservation when you're doing, you know, small groups of Ganados. You can just kind of take them out with a knife and melee and save your bullets for like the big shit like this.
And there were a lot of one thing we left out too. There were a lot of contextual options or controls that you had. It's funny if
suplex, neck break, all that cool shit.
You could suplex a zombie, not too far removed from what you can do in Dead Rising. It's funny. You can watch this lady and she just grabs water from this trowel here, I guess, and she takes it over there and dumps it. And everyone in the town is doing something when you first get here, but then once they see you, oh man, this is where it's going to get intense. So Scooter is challenging me to fight them all and not just run.
Yeah, because the easy way to get through this area is to run a certain path and just kind of get into the church. And the harder way is to simply outlast them, which is what I told Jose to do.
Yeah. Is this the door where I launched the cutscene? Okay. And I like this, where you can like run into a place and like barricade the door, like barricade the windows.
Push down the ladders.
Yeah, push down the ladders, and you have to pay attention because even if you barricaded the first floor, they'd come in crashing through the windows on the second floor, and try to corner you. And I can't remember an action game that did it as well as this game did.
And again, like the dudes are all being coordinated.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bit more interesting than just like guys rushing at you brainlessly.
Oh no, I agree. They're communicating. They're talking to each other. That's not really going to help me much. I should get upstairs.
The
chainsaw man. Yeah, no, I won't. The chainsaw man is the big problem too. And me and Bob were talking about it yesterday because he kind of represents, I guess, the nemesis of this game, where maybe it's not a. Oh God! Wait! I gotta get rid of this. Oh God! All right. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he represents kind of the big threat that's constantly following you around.
Someone asked, is it true that Devil May Cry was originally supposed to be Resident Evil 4?
Devil May Cry was supposed to be a Resident Evil. I don't know if specifically it was Resident Evil 4. Do you?
Offhand, not really, only because I was saying earlier off camera that the Resident Evil games were before I had really followed console development. I was more of a PC writer at the time, so I don't know my history of RE as well as, like, say, Bob or you do. But
yeah.
I remember hearing, like, yeah, this game was drastically different. Oh, you're using shotgun on those guys?
I have to. They're too close, and I don't want to. You hear him? He's, like, right behind me.
Oh, if I could get to the roof.
I got to get out of here. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill the Chainsaw Man just because I already wasted some of these bullets. Anyway, I'm forgetting which button gets to my inventory, so if you're seeing me fumble a little bit, that's why. I should have probably practiced a little more before this.
To me, 4 was still a little scary compared to 5. Thoughts? I'm trying to figure out if he meant that like 4 is less scary or still scary compared to 5 or something.
I think 4 is. I mean, the kind of tension you feel in 4. I don't remember playing a game where I'd just be like, oh my God, like all these things are out to get me. I need to hurry the hell up. Oh man, that's not going to work. Oh, it did. Okay, let's try and shoot at him while he's down. This is probably a really poor plan, and I'm really low on bullets, so I don't know if this is going to entirely work out. But if I could get rid of him, he's kind of the biggest problem I have right now, because the rest of them, they'll fall pretty easily, or I could at least stun them out of what they're trying to do to me. But him, the chainsaw-wielding man. Oh, no. There we go. See, and, like, it's kind of like the game wanted you to spaz. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You have to, like, spaz out on the controller to get them off and things like that. All right, let me use an herb now.
Herbs.
All right, get to that roof. There's other little houses where there's ammo, but it's always scary to go for it because you might just trap yourself.
There's that one barn shed that there's a second level up, but it's also kind of tricky to do.
Yeah, it's like you can totally trap yourself and not have a way out. So right now I'm running a lot. I may not be able to kill them all. I think I kind of crapped on those chances a while back.
Ryan RSS Schuster says he feels that the last boss in RE4 is a huge letdown.
A lot of people felt that way. I can agree with that. I don't know. I also kind of felt like RE4 maybe dragged on a little longer than it should have, and I'm not alone in that. There are a lot of people who.
It was like the fucking perfect length. Damn it.
I don't know, man. I mean, it always felt like it was about to end, and then, here we go. We're going to give you something else.
That was an awesome feeling. You thought that the game was almost over and kept on giving you more.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes that can work against, like, something I'm really enjoying, because I'm just like, man, how much longer? Oh, God. Am I going to go through this? Chainsaw Man. All right. Questions. Come on, Scoop.
I'm asking you what they're.
I know.
Someone asked what's your opinion of the movies.
Oh, terrible. All of them.
I've only seen the first, I think 3. I haven't seen the one that's supposed to be based on this one that has it. I saw some of the shots of how there's supposed to be a guy that's burlap wearing dude that's inspired by Chainsaw Guy, but I didn't see that movie.
No, I've seen them all, and they're all pretty bad. I mean, I don't know why I continue to see them all, and I see them all as soon as they come out. I don't know what it's just like mindless entertainment to me. Oh, God.
I'm a big fan of the attaché case in RE4. Are you surprised that concept didn't take off in other games?
No, I agree with that. Yeah, it's although inventory Tetris could get really annoying. Oh, man. Is he done? Hey. Okay. I don't need that. Or at least I didn't want that. Okay, so there's shotgun ammo in this tower over here. So I'm gonna run up
now
there
someone
and grab
says,
it.
"Don't listen to me. Play it your way."
Huh?
Oh, a little too late, buddy.
Yeah, a little too late. No, I've played Scooter's Way, where like I'll stand my ground and kill everything, but you need a really careful plan to do that, and you have to make sure that it all comes together.
You're a bit more spazzing out than how I would have done this. But I haven't played it in a long time, so I'll probably be doing the same thing. But
I
use the roofs a lot more often. I actually tend to go get my shit together, get the roofs, and continue to knock them off the roofs, and just kind of use that to keep my distance.
No, and that's smart. I mean, I'm kind of spazzing because I don't normally use the roofs as much. And I usually just try to run around and
I also,
keep
like
them
I
off
said,
of
I
me.
used the knife to get them down and just use melee more than and save my bullets for a chainsaw duder.
Yeah, I might be able to kill the chainsaw man though.
So
I think I can do this.
What do you guys think is the best version of RE4? I personally think the Wii version is the best, mostly for the shooting.
You see, and that's kind of my problem with the Wii version, where I feel like ooh, back up. I feel like the pointer system in the Wii version, because your hand you can get it to the point where your hand didn't tremble as much as the console version. It kind of took out that edge that the original version had.
I also like how with the Wii version, because even though it took out the edge,
hey!
and also good, you did get wrist chainsaw.
I got it. I told you. Yeah.
I liked how it basically let you turn the pistol to a sniper rifle, and it added an interesting kind of different take on the same action. Even though it's not quite as stressful, but actually it was more empowering, and maybe people don't like that in an RE game.
Yeah, no. I agree. And I played through, believe it or not, the furthest I've made it in RE4 was in the Wii version. I played the GameCube version. I played the PS2 version. And for whatever reason, like I don't want to say I lost interest, but other things would come up or other games would come out.
So the Wii version, the one I actually finished then?
Yeah, that's the one I actually finished. And it was... and a lot of it had to do with the aiming. I mean, the fact that like it was a lot easier to hit things because I just had to keep my arm in a really comfortable position.
Are you a fan of Mercenaries mode? Asks Ryan.
Am I a fan of Mercenaries mode? I want to say yes, but it depends on my mood. Because believe it or not, I prefer like the main campaigns and like dealing with the story a lot more. I don't know, like I feel that Mercenaries mode captures that in like small chunks, but I always like the full like experience of that stuff.
Mercenaries mode is like a good if you want something like this in a short amount of time, just like focus on pure skill and killing and stuff like that. And probably my favorite way of playing Mercenaries mode is to unlock Hunk and just get in the groove to the point where I can just have Hunk neck break like maybe 12 dudes in a row.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to kind of work up to be that good.
You know, going back to length for a second, I think the reason I kind of wanted it to be over is because even by the point, like, don't get me wrong, and it was a cool knife fight, but I'm like, who the hell is Krauser? Like, why do I, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. By
I
the
guess
point,
I was a perspective like I paid money and this game is giving me content and glorious amounts, and it kept on going and going.
It kept going. It was a lot like Okami in that way. That was another game that, like, oh man, it went on and went on and went on. And you're like, wow, is this over yet? And it's like, nope, it's over when we say it's over.
It's like the prototypical 15 to 20 hour action game, and that's why I loved it.
Yeah, no, totally. And that was kind of more of a common thing in 2005 than, say, today. Right? I mean, the 20-hour, like, average 20-hour, like, action game, whereas nowadays I think a lot of things clock in at, like, 10 to 12. Am I wrong?
Yeah, well, I mean, I forgot when Nintendo said that they officially think, like, a 12-hour game is, like, a normal length for... oh, you did it.
Okay. Yeah, I survived. Maybe not the way I wanted to, but either way, you always get this outcome.
Yeah. What are they saying?
You know, the campana, the bell, we all have to go.
Okay.
And it was just really creepy because the first time you played this, you're like, what the hell is going on? I'm under attack, and all of a sudden the bell makes them all leave. Well, you know what that said. It's kind of ridiculous now, though. It's kind of like what we were talking about the other day, where I was like, imagine if this was in English, and they were like, oh, I'm behind you, idiot. Like, how does that sound to you? I don't know. I think
you're freaked out by all these, like, weirdos
foreign language. Yeah. I think the foreign language thing worked a lot for that reason.
And I still love when you're walking around and the monks are chanting in the castle on the island.
Oh, man, those are creepy as hell. It's funny because they're in the 3D Mercenaries, the 3DS game, and I haven't seen them for a long time. So when you hear them,
TJ, oh man, I'm going to butcher your last name. Dorwiga says he thinks the main reason RE5 failed is that they didn't have the merchant, and he thinks RE6 needs the merchant.
What are you buying? I can see that point. I mean, I think I don't want to say RE5 failed because it sold well. I think the thing that they just lost is that saddling you with a co-op partner just kind of like you eventually that eliminates a lot of tension. And the best way to play RE5, don't get me wrong, is cooperatively. I found that to be like the most rewarding way to play it because outside of that, like Sheva just doesn't know what she's doing in single player mode. Oh man, I left the shotgun ammo here. I am.
What is your favorite boss fight in RE4?
Who's the tall guy that he breaks in half during the boss fight?
Oh, talk about the first major guy you fight.
The first major guy you fight. I liked him.
It's like the first major bad dude you encounter like in this area, I think. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm forgetting his name. That really tall.
I want to say it's like Ignacio or something like that.
Okay.
No, but it's like like the crazy kind of monk, the guy that looks like Rasputin, the Russian Rasputin monk looking dude. But
okay. No, that was a good fight.
I would say Krauser too, not the QTE Krauser fight, but the one where you're in this giant area and just Krauser has this crazy,
mutation coming out
virus
of his
arm thing, and you have to like use all your skills and navigation, moving around, resource management, and like figuring out like the best weapon was also your knife as well, kind of thing against him and other things.
Using him in mercenaries mode was really cool too, and kind of using I think he had a crossbow. And a couple of other things.
I don't think it was a crossbow. I think it was actually an actual longbow. I remember.
Oh, it was a longbow. You can
actually like pull back and like kind of charge up for shots and stuff like that. Mendez. Mendez. I think that sounds right. Mendez sounds like the right name for the guy you're thinking of. And
okay.
Similarly, that came from Joey Creary, and he also asked. Oh wait, no, he was the guy that asked. I'm confused, people. Ryan. Again, asked, like, will you guys ever do a week of playing Resident Evil spin-offs? And I think that's a Bob question, isn't it?
That is a Bob question, and we actually have a lot of them. I have them sitting on my desk, but a lot of the spin-offs, I don't know. I don't know if I can say anything nice about some of them. They had good intentions.
Oh, another little touch I like here is what's it called? The well with the jewel on it.
Oh, it should be dead by now.
I think it should be.
Yeah, it's right to the left, somewhere around here. It should be behind this like shed or something. Yeah, it's there. Where you had to shoot this out.
Yeah.
If you shot the treasure first,
it fell in, and you're like, whoa!
No! And you couldn't reach in there and grab it. Oh man.
That guy's like, dude, this door's up. That little fence ain't in his way anymore.
Yeah.
What gun do you upgrade the most in RE4?
Always the pistol. It is the gun it's my gun of choice. I like precision. Oh, I missed the kick prompt.
What's the name of the there's a name to Magnum, isn't there, later on that you get?
Oh shit. Excuse me. Sorry, I did not see that.
I want to say fully upgraded pistol. I think I also upgraded a Magnum and an SMG. I upgraded a specific Magnum. I think that I really liked.
Yep.
I think it might have been. No, it's not. It wasn't Killer 7. It was something. It had a name similar to that.
I'm gonna waste shotgun ammo because I'm not keeping the save file. No. Oh shoot. Okay, that's all right. I came prepared. Yeah, I would always upgrade the pistol as far as I could because I always like precision weapons. The TMP just didn't do it for me. I like the rifles a lot, believe it or not. In Revelations, the rifles are like really good. I was really surprised at how because you could shoot through like 2 or 3 targets at once with a right rifle shot. Versus there are only some handguns that can do that, if I remember right. Like the second handgun you get can shoot through 2 things.
I'm going to mess up this dude's name also, unfortunately. Christian Tarzinski asked our opinion on the Ashley mechanic.
Wait, in that you have to kind of protect her, and it was like an escort mission? Is that what he means?
But I'm assuming that's what he meant. I'm assuming that's what he means.
I thought it was well handled because escort missions can be
as
really
terrible
annoying.
As escort stuff is. She is probably one of the better implementations of that.
Yes.
But the fact that there's no friendly fire because she's like hard-coded to always duck whenever your gun is anywhere near her.
Yep.
So like it's nice that you basically can't like clip her when you try to hit a zombie. She'll always move out of the way.
Yeah.
And you can also tell her like go fucking hide somewhere and like go stay put somewhere else.
Well, that was the best part. Like the fact that you can tell her, hey, I got stuff to do. Can you head in this like dumpster and I'll be right back. That helped a lot because you didn't have to constantly worry about her. Although the one time where I don't want to say it got real annoying. I actually really enjoyed it. Remember that sniper portion where you have to protect her while she's doing certain things, and you're under attack yourself from those monk-looking dudes. Man, that part was so cool because I was really surprised. I was expecting it to be really annoying and cheap, And it actually wasn't. You know, they give you enough warning that something's coming for you. Whoa.
All right, we're basically almost done with our time slots. So, I was going to say let some dude embrace you with death, but you killed him before I could say that.
I could get somewhere else. I could get death. Oh, wait, isn't the run down away from the boulder, like right through here?
If that is...
Yeah,
soon,
we could let that kill me.
We're at the 20 mark.
Okay, sure. Where is it? It's that way. Ooh, an egg.
Oh, we'll see if there's any last-minute things.
Yeah, last questions, quickly. Hopefully we gave
What do you think of Ada Wong's side quest?
Cool. I liked it. What about, wait, what do you think? Oh, here we go.
It's been, all right, let's see if, come on. Is it happening?
Yeah, it's going to happen if I just run down. All right.
Let's just sign off with this. Here we go.
Thanks for watching, and join us tomorrow when Retronauts is going to be playing A Link to the Past again. Bob and Jeremy will be tackling the 3rd dungeon together.
There you go. You done dead.
And we died. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Scoot.